YouTube. And welcome back to, I don't even know what to say. Welcome back to a video at this point. So before I start, I just want to say thank you for clicking on this video. Whether you know me personally or you're here for the first time, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to what I have to say today. All right. So I have a couple of bulletin points and a script. Basically, I'm going to read it. This video is basically going to be me telling you guys where I've been for the past 5 years. Let me just get into the script. I'm going to explain. So for the last 5 years, I've been quiet on this YouTube channel. Not because I wanted to be, but because life hit me in ways I wasn't ready for. Today, I'm explaining where I've really been. All right. I'm not here to play victim or glorify anything. I just want to be honest. By the end of this video, you'll understand what I went through and why this channel still exists now. And without further ado, we're going to get into the timeline. So I started YouTube in 2018. I was in the military at the time, and I really was having fun with it and just doing whatever with it. I had dreams of just, doing content for the rest of my life. Fast forward to 2019, I was doing my thing. And as you can see, some of the videos on my channel, you can go back and watch some of those. I was just having fun with doing YouTube. But then, here's where the timeline starts. In 2020, when I got discharged from the Army. So 2020, we call this the exit and the wrong turn. This is the year where I took a wrong turn and I started doing stuff I shouldn't. So in 2020, I was honorably discharged from the Army. That transition hit me harder than I expected. I was dealing with a situation where I felt boxed in and overwhelmed. Instead of slowing down and planning my next move, I started chasing fast outcomes. That year changed how I looked at life because everything started moving too fast for me. Long story short, I'm not going to go into too much detail on what I was doing, but I started, making the choices that create fast outcomes. All right, so we'll move into 2020. Oh, 2021. I just said 2020. 2021. Living fast with no direction, right? So 2021 was more of the same thing. I was living fast, focusing on appearance instead of building a real life plan. I wasn't thinking long term at all. So 2021, I ain't gonna lie, that was one of the best years of my life. I'm not even gonna lie. I really was living fast. I had no direction. I had no cares in the world. Like, I was just out here stunting and flexing. And that's what happens when you're young. You stunt and you flex and you just try to have fun with life. You don't really, oh my God, how would you be calling this phone? Where can I come back into? All right, so we're gonna come back into 2021. Like I was saying, life was moving very fast, and yeah, I was just doing a lot of nonsense. All right, now we're gonna move on to 2022. What's been going on? So consequences start to surface. So by 2022, the lifestyle that started costing me real relationships. I lost a lot of people around me, and I became isolated and became quiet, which was a warning sign. So I fell into a deep depression, man. Like, when you start living that fast lifestyle, you notice that a lot of the relationships you build are not quality relationships, and they're not really, worth keeping around. And stuff like that started to get exposed in my life, and it really took a toll on me, which caused me to fall into depression, even with living what you guys would call lavish lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so we're gonna move on to 2023. 2023 is the wake up call. So, in 2023, everything caught up to me. I went through a serious legal situation that forced me to stop and reflect on myself. That same year, I started making better decisions and earned my CDL in October 2023, which was my first real step towards stability. So, I'm not going to go into too much detail what happened, but, I did have a legal situation. Somebody at the door? Oh, anyway. All right, so I did have a legal situation where, kind of stopped me in my tracks, and it really opened my eyes. But my eyes kind of was getting open this year, like even before the situation happened, because it really happened early 2023. I really was focusing on my clothing brand and thinking about what I want to do with content. But it ended up catching me in the same year that my eyes became more open. So, yeah, that's how that year went. ended up doing some time in prison. I'm gonna add that. So 2024, we're gonna call this the reflection and discipline year. 2024 was a year of reflection. I spent that entire year away from the outside world, which forced me to slow down and reevaluate my life. That period built discipline, patience, and perspective I didn't have before. And I'm not gonna lie, that really did change how I live and how I move nowadays. Like, I don't just think for myself. And I'm not like say I was selfish before, but like I think of the other person's perspective and not just mine. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like even though that was something that was meant to punish me, I got the better of it, if it makes sense. Like the way I look at life now and the way I move in life now is totally different. It's towards a positive direction. So yeah, that's 2024. I was sitting down, I was just, reading books and just living my life. All right, now 2025, release and rebuild. This is this past year that just blew by. Um, on January 15th, 2025, I was released. Since then, I've been focused on rebuilding my life, working, setting real goals, and doing things in the right way. So I have completely stopped the fast life. Like I don't do nothing involving the fast life anymore. Like that stuff is over with. This whole year, I spent time focusing on what I deserve. You know, fixing my credit. Uh, just working on financial health, learning how to budget and save money because I was terrible at saving money, and I've been doing real good with learning how to manage money and not letting money manage me. So this year was basically just me planning and getting ready for this year that's coming up right now. All right, 2026. We're in 2026. Today is January 1st, 2026. Happy New Year's to everybody that clicked on this video, man. I should have said it in the beginning, but Happy New Year's to everybody that clicked on this video. 2026 is what I call the grind year. This is the year I stop talking and start executing. Stacking habits, good habits, building stability, and staying consistent every single day towards the positive direction. Right. So from here on out, I'm back on my YouTube channel. I'm ready to start doing, fun stuff that I used to do back in the day. And for y'all out there who do look up to me, man, if you're out there living a fast life, I stress that you reevaluate it. I can't tell a grown man or a grown woman what to do, but like I've been through it. Maybe one day I'll be able to get in detail with y'all about what actually happened, but I really just wanted to give y'all a brief explanation of what's been going on in my life and why I've been missing on this channel for so long. But in conclusion, right, I'll be uploading vlogs, pranks, and meta glasses content on this channel and curated streams that are actually planned, intentional, and are different from usual random lives that you see on Twitch and stuff like that. So if you're interested in stuff like that, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, man. We really finna turn up. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I am not good at these videos where we sit here and just like yap. Like I'm not just yap on the camera. I'm usually go do something funny or prank somebody. That's usually what I'm on behind the camera. But I appreciate y'all giving me this time with y'all. I tried to keep it under 10 minutes. So hopefully right now it says 9 minutes. So hopefully it should be like 7.5 minutes. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all. Subscribe and bro, I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. I hope so. Gang, bitch, I'm for life. I'll see y'all there.